for her and for our family.
Sure.
Sent to my brothers and my mother and dad and so forth. Patrick, our youngest son, run it off for us down there where he worked, and so I never thought much more about it. And I mentioned to somebody then and said, send me a copy. And one day I got a call from Stephen Ambrose.
Really?
Really?
And wanting to know about it and so forth. And I sent him a copy, and not long after that, he had a heart attack and died. So
Yeah.
I don't know what it ever did with it or anything. But
I've read several Ambrose books myself.
yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if you're in his material.
yeah.
Well, when we went to the thing at Omaha, it was his son that had
Yeah,
that.
that's what I was going to say. Then the son told me he was going to.
And then there's
I
been
don't know whether they
some,
ever did anything with it or
but
not.
then you have some books that have, what's his name's books from California that has your,
Yeah, yeah.
they quote from it and
Yeah.
it gives credit.
And then I got several books that guys that heard about from him, I guess, and I sent them a copy of it. So they've got in some of their books. I got one of them is downstairs. But I used it at schools when I taught, and so I used some of it and so forth. And I don't know why, what happened, but not recent or just recently, I took one up to one of the guys at the Legion. He said, I understand. I'd like to read that. And I said, oh, I'll bring a copy up sometime. So he kept after me, so I took a copy up. Now they're passing it around.
Well, Coach, there's guys like me that would just love, salivate to read that kind of material.
Yeah.
From you.
Well, it really is about she and I, and,
Okay.
and our family, and
Oh,
the war.
I'm not in there.
No, but I mean,
It's all your, when you enlisted and all your service
yeah.
and experience. And then you mentioned at the end, I
Yeah.
guess, your family and so forth. But it's mainly telling all about your war experiences and running into your how narrowly you missed seeing your brother when he was
Yeah,
over there.
yeah.
And it is very well done, though, so we'll get you a copy.
That'd be great. We'd really appreciate it. And I confess, Jen, I tackled your husband. He taught me how to tackle a little bit. And I've asked him if he would be inclined to speak at one of our functions for the Sons of the Union Veterans group. We go all the way back to the Civil War, and I'm going back to the Revolutionary, but it's also World War I, World War II, Vietnam. I mean, we've honored all that serve our country, and we have a program at Spring Grove Cemetery every Memorial Day. So if it wouldn't be a conflict, and if you're feeling inclined, we'd be honored to have Coach just say a few words and just introduce him, if nothing else.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd be able to get down
Yeah,
there, okay? Yeah, we could.
Well, I'd come and get him
Yeah, okay,
if that would
yeah.
help. You know,
Yeah, well, I think probably that would be possible as long as we're still walking. Still able.
Yeah.
She hadn't got me on my deathbed yet.
Well, you
No,
both look
he's-
like you're doing
I
remarkably
call him
well.
my enabler. He's the one who enables me to do everything I do. Because I never worked, and if we didn't have his retirement, and that's what I really asked you, I got to keep you here.
Here, I gave Coach one, but that's
Okay.
what I'm doing now. I'm the chaplain for the state of Ohio,
That's
Society of
wonderful.
Union
yeah.
Veterans, and we honor all veterans, and we do this every year. We have a couple programs in Spring Grove, but on Memorial Day, it's
There are
Memorial Day.
quite a few Civil War people buried down there, don't
We
they?
do.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
40 generals.
40?
Yeah.
40
I read
generals.
some of the history.
That's an amazing place.
It
It's
is.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Patrick used to take
Well,
place in
I
some of
was-
these Civil War reenactments
Really?
when he was in high school, and he
I was on the
doing
burial
reenactments.
detail up at our Legion post for years. And every time someone would die or somebody connected to them, want the Legion color guard. And we used to go down there a lot. And I was amazed at some of the places in that cemetery. I couldn't
Beautiful.
realize it was that big.
Yeah, my family's buried there, so
Really?
Is that- yeah.
It's a beautiful place.
Oh,
I have
yeah.
several families.
You know, I
Summer,
can
spring
understand
is-
people being married down
Yeah.
there.
Oh,
It's
it's
a
a,
beautiful
we
place.
go down there and walk and run. It's a
Yeah.
beautiful
Well, they have
place.
so
I
many
love to have your
different
family.
We
varieties
just
of
buried one of our
trees. Don't
legionnaires.
they have it's known for all of the different trees.
Our
We
beer.
just buried one of our legionnaires 2 weeks
Yeah,
ago down there at the
Yeah,
Paul
Duncan.
Paul Duncan, yeah. You might remember Patty Duncan?
That's
Never
a
know
very
her.
familiar name, I'm trying to,
I had her in class, I remember, and it was about your time, Kerry.
Yeah.
She's a little
She-
short, really plump little girl.
Patty Duncan?
Uh-huh, you remember that? I don't know, she's never, did she get married?
Yeah, she was married and her husband left her, and with a child.
I don't remember.
Did she have a child?
Yeah,
I
she's
didn't
a
know she was
nurse
a child.
and just retired recently. And her dad was a professor up at Miami.
Really?
And he later went into business and owned his own business, a machine shop. And so-
What's Patty's child, a boy or girl? Did
I
she
don't
raise
remember.
her?
Yeah.
The child?